Whenever I play DVD, I sometimes think about unused, scrapped ideas or content that was supposed to make it into the game, but never came. You will probably be surprised that some possibly include Pinhead having a map, but it being scrapped for too much sexuality, a map for Sadako that got scrapped for being too similar to Colwyn Farm, and an additional objective for survivors involving interacting with fuel. Just knowing that these possibly could have made it to the game makes me wonder what chapters were probably in the works but were scrapped for whatever reason. The Nun. Around November of 2021, a Twitter account by the name of Black Real Leaks leaked Chapter 22 and 23, Chapter 23 being the Conjuring quote unquote. This ultimately led to confusion because the user can't just be making this all up, but the user provided proof by revealing the prototype of one of those chapters maps. People began to debate whether the map prototypes were for the Conjuring chapter or just an original chapter. The data miners who were behind the leak of The Conjuring later stated that they assumed that the chapter was going to be The Conjuring because of the map, but later said that that wasn't the case. A part of me believes that the chapter was supposed to happen but eventually got scrapped for reasons we don't know. Then the devs snagged the license for the Ringu and that became Chapter 23 instead. This can be the reason why the Ringu chapter got announced by the devs themselves in the first place, which was to generate more hype for the license. That can also explain why the chapter kind of felt underwhelming, at least in my opinion, because they had rushed it out, maybe. Just my theory. Do y'all think The Conjuring was supposed to happen? Jeepers Creepers. Around March of 2018, there was a very interesting dev stream that possibly teased Jeepers Creepers as an upcoming chapter.
You know, they're kept separate from each other, the killers, and then they get to a place where they can stalk the victims.
I mean, it's not a hard rule. There could be a pocket somewhere in the fog where they are having a party, but I doubt it. But it could happen.
Alright, they wouldn't tell us, probably.
Once every 23 years.
That sounds like a very precise number to do that.
That alone kind of speaks for itself, but it also confuses me, because wouldn't the devs have known about obvious reasons why a Jeepers Creepers chapter would have ruined their reputation? So why tease it? Was a Jeepers Creepers inspired chapter in the works, but they for some reason scrapped it? Was they gonna pull a Ghostface where the killer had some resemblance to the creeper but is not exactly the creeper we're familiar with? This would have gave them creative freedom for the killer, and I think that would have been pretty unique to see. Why do you guys think they teased Jeepers Creepers possibly coming to the game? Candyman. When the 4th anniversary was on the rise, there was massive speculation as to Candyman being our 4th anniversary killer. People believe that Candyman coming to the game was a possibility because Tony Todd, the actor of Candyman, seemed very on board for a Candyman chapter in DVD. He went on to follow behavior, like and retweet tweets about a possible Candyman chapter for the 4th anniversary, but nothing ever fell through. Considering the chapter was Silent Hill, it would have been perfect timing to announce the Candyman chapter around the film remake release. This was during the time Chapter 21 was getting teased, and of course the killer ended up being Pinhead. I wonder if this was all Tony Todd's way of hinting that Candyman was coming to the game, but was later scrapped for reasons we don't know. If this was the case, I'm really disappointed considering Candyman would have been a great addition to DVD in my opinion. Do y'all think his chapter got pulled? Predator.
It was important for us, for the survivors, to feel like they were constantly being hunted by an apex predator. Apex predator.
Apex Predator.
You what?
For Honor. When Chapter 26 had leaked and was revealed to be a night chapter, there was minor speculation that possibly a character from For Honor was coming to DVD, considering For Honor had a crossover event with DVD. Surprisingly, on September 24th, 2022, DVD Leaks tweeted that Chapter 26 was inspired by For Honor. This led many, including myself, to believe that maybe Apollyon was gonna be our night killer. Of course, this wasn't the case. When the chapter was revealed, some were confused because we thought a legit For Honor chapter was going to happen, supposedly, but I remember the Discord post like it was yesterday, but I just can't find it. For Honor was supposed to be our night chapter, but there kept being complications, which led to the chapter continuously getting scrapped and is now Forged in Fog instead of For Honor. I would have loved if Apollyon was the killer, because not only would I be very curious about her power, but I would also love to have seen possible voice lines for Apollyon.
Do you know what kind of creature waits for its own slaughter? Sheep. Sheep.
Do y'all think a For Honor chapter was in the works? Do y'all think maybe all these chapters were in the works? Let me know down below. Love y'all, take care, and I'ma see you on the next one. Peace.
Check it out.
Come on.
what you gon'